Hey everybody, and welcome to the return of Fearless Fridays. So I know it has been a few months since we have, or I have jumped onto Fearless Fridays and done one of my live series. And it was a busy summer, but a very good summer for us here at STEM Minds. So excited to kind of relaunch the series this fall and share some more exciting updates with all of you. We also have some interesting guests and very exciting guests lined up to be on Fearless Fridays with us within the next few months or so. So definitely stay tuned, and happy to kind of relaunch and share all the exciting things that are happening at STEM Minds. So first of all, I hope most of you have had a relaxing and great summer and are enjoying your fall so far. It definitely feels like fall out there today, and as a person who loves fall, I am quite happy about that. But fall at STEM Minds means lots of more exciting opportunities to be engaged in STEM, and also especially engaged in STEM learning and STEM activities as a family. So what I wanted to do for this Fearless Fridays is just talk a little bit about how you can, as full families, be engaged in sort of STEM activities and STEM learning, and start to explore some of these concepts and some of these things with your kids. We get a lot of times parents who come into our programs or sign their kids up for our programs who know that STEM is important and are excited about STEM learning and want it for their kids, but sometimes have a little bit of trouble understanding what it means. So like what it means to code, or when we talk about robotics, like what exactly that is. And engaging in STEM activities and doing things together as a family from a parent's perspective or a guardian's perspective is actually a really great way for you to learn as well, and to even have your kids or your students teach you what they know and what they are more familiar with. I know in my experience as a teacher and as an instructor here at STEM Minds, the kids are constantly teaching me something new every day. There are countless times where we'll be in a class, whether it's like game design or digital media or whatever it may be, where they come into the program, I'm sharing some of my knowledge, and someone will pop up with like, oh, did you hear about this tool, or did you hear about this thing that's going on? Which sometimes yes, sometimes no. And I actually love those no moments, because that's an opportunity for those students or those kids to kind of share what they're passionate about and share what they know with me. So we're kind of learning together. So what I wanted to do is just sort of quickly outlay some ideas of things that you could do as a family for STEM activities, and sort of start to engage in this like idea of STEM and this idea of maker culture, I guess. So one of the great ones to do is, I know a lot of families will have a game night. So they'll do like a family game night, or every Saturday or every Sunday they spend some time together as a family, just making sure that they can connect and take time out of everyone's busy schedules to actually engage with each other as a family. And one of the ideas that you could do when you are doing a family game night is start to add a STEM challenge component to it. So often in our camps, and even when we do workshops and STEM night events for schools, we will do a variety of STEM challenges, such as like building a catapult. So who can, build a catapult out of popsicle sticks and elastic bands and plastic spoons that launches a target or projectile, a soft one of course, as far as it can be. Or doing a STEM challenge like who can build the strongest structure or the most stable structure out of just everyday objects that you might have at home. And what that does is it takes that idea of a game night but adds that sort of engineering and learning component to it. So you're still doing things similar to playing games like you would in like Jenga or board games and things like that, but you're now adding that sort of creative engineering and STEM component to it. Similarly, one of the things we love to do with our kids is build board games. So we play board games all the time. I myself love board games, but instead of just playing Monopoly or playing of your pursuit or what have you, why not build a board game together as a family? And that's still engaging that sort of like maker culture. You're doing game design when you're designing board games, and it gives you an opportunity as a family to kind of put your ideas together and share a really cool experience with your kids and the rest of the family. Because at the end, when you have that finished board game, you have all of your puzzles and characters and finished board, and you get to play it, it makes that experience of playing as a family even better. So it's cool to play board games as a family, and it's great when you're having that bonding experience. But just imagine how much more exciting and how greater that bonding experience will be once you've actually built that game together, and now you get to play the fruit of your labors, for lack of a better term. There are also quite a few coding apps and games and things that we use in some of our programs and camps and things that are available online, available for free with just a username and a password. And so most kids will be familiar with Scratch, or be doing, especially the older age group, will already be starting to explore some of that stuff on their own, either in school or at home. But the fact that it's so easily accessible, and the fact that you only really need a browser and a computer or a tablet or what have you to be able to do it, means that it's a lot easier and more accessible for you as a family to do it together as a family activity. So I would encourage, if any of you have kids at home that are very interested in coding and sort of some of those other aspects, to sit down with them while they're doing it and watch them, watch what they do, have them explain what they're creating, have them explain the concepts that they are doing when, like, right by side in real time. And then what you'll find as a parent is you will start to learn, but it also allows that two-way dialogue. So you're engaging now in your child's learning, and you're engaging in a way that is meaningful, and engaging in STEM activities as a family as well. So there are lots of great ideas of what you can do. Any sort of like maker project really is just a great opportunity to, as a family, start to engage in some of those. I know websites like Instructables.com have amazing project ideas, and often have instructions as well, like step-by-steps of how the original creators created them, that they will share with you, that you could do as a family. So maybe that's kind of an extended project that you do over a length of time, like over a month or multiple weeks or something like that. Every Sunday is your workshop or project day, and that's where you start to build some really cool things. So I've seen some pretty awesome projects done with families, such as like go-karts being made, and using Arduinos to create like automated machines and automated robots and things like that. So it's a really great opportunity and a really fun experience to do as a full family, to start to build some of those things and start to kind of engage in what is typically considered to be a STEM activity. If you're really stuck and you're not really sure where to get started, then luckily we have you covered. So one of the exciting new sort of programs and workshop series that we have happening this fall is our good friend Simon, who has helped us over the years with a lot of our projects and sort of helping us to flesh out some of our maker projects and things that we take to our schools and we do in our camps. He and his son are makers, and they do very similar to, like I was just talking about, every weekend they will go and they will create different projects in their workshop. My understanding is that they actually have like a full actual workshop area laid out in their basement, which as a kid is pretty cool. I was fortunate enough in my home, we lived with my grandfather, and he has sort of a whole workbench and like work area in the basement, which I always thought was really awesome because it felt like very professional, but at the same time very homey. So Simon and his son, Spencer, are going to be offering a variety of family workshops at various Sundays throughout the year. There's one coming up in November 25th, I believe. and another one happening in February for Family Day. And so basically what Spencer and Simon wanted to do is share their experience and share all of the fun and excitement that they had building together as a family with all of you. And so if you go onto our website, you will see under special events and workshops, there's a link to family workshops with Spencer and Dad. And the one on November 25th, I believe, is where you'll be learning how to build your own escape room puzzles. And so we'll actually be working to create escape rooms and create different sort of puzzles and elements of an escape room under their guidance. Secondly, now we have the Fearless Fridays live series, but born out of this and born out of all the conversations and sort of ideas and things that have come up over the past few months, we now have a Fearless Fridays workshop series, which I'm very excited about. And so that will happen every other Friday, where we'll be doing a variety of sort of introductory workshops to the types of things that we do here at STEM Minds. Most of those workshops are also family friendly. So if you have a child who's interested in our programs who are in our programs, and you as a parent would like to come and learn a little bit more about it, then those are a great opportunity to come with your children and start to learn some of the concepts and things that we do every day here at STEM Minds. The first one is technically going to be on the 26th now, which is our Halloween extravaganza. So some of you who are watching may remember last year we offered a Halloween extravaganza, which was a huge success, and so we're excited to be doing it again this year. And our Halloween extravaganza is going to have a maker component where we'll be looking at building out some decorations, some Halloween decorations, or bits and pieces of costumes with some LED lights and other sort of exciting festive, I guess, elements to it. So all that information is on our website as well under the same sort of heading. So if you go to programs and locations, underneath where it says special events and workshops, you will see the Fearless Fridays workshop series as well. And then in November and December, we also have a couple of other workshops happening then too. As always, if you have any questions, then please feel free to reach out either on social media, like on Facebook or Twitter, or Instagram as well. We now have Instagram as well, so if you have Instagram, definitely follow us over there, or by email or by phone. We're always happy to answer your questions, and especially too, if you want to do some activities as a family, you're looking to kind of organize like a family STEM night or do some of these things that I've talked about this afternoon as a family, but you're not really sure where to get started, reach out. We always love to share some of our ideas and just have that two-way dialogue with parents and families about how you can also kind of keep the STEM education going and keep the conversation going at home. So please don't be shy. I will add the links to our workshop series in the comments below, so it's a little bit easier for you to find them. And other than that, thank you so much for joining us. I'm excited about the return of Fearless Fridays, and we will see you next Friday afternoon for another exciting live stream with more news and updates. Lots of news to share over the next few weeks or so. So happy weekend, everybody. I hope you're enjoying the fall weather, and we will see you soon. Bye for now.